What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Rewind, Smack Raw's show where myself and RN run down the latest week in professional wrestling. What's the chatter online, all the hot topics, news, everything that you like to hear. We are your hosts. My name's Kyle Tyson.
I am RN, aka Mr. 8984, aka hashtag Mute RN.
Mute RN. Hey, I got your latest rant up, by the way, bud.
I saw that. I will get it out.
Yeah. So over on YouTube right now, you guys. By the way, it's a great chance to let you guys know that you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/SmackRawPodcast. If you go over there right now, the latest Mute RN rant has gone up. Are AEW fans toxic? I like how you didn't shy away from just professional wrestling fans, and you're like, let's single out somebody.
Well, the whole point of that is like that's the whole point of the rants. It's like to piss somebody off, and let's be honest.
Yeah.
As much shit as every fan gets, here lately, the most toxic of toxic is AEW fans.
That's debatable, but anyways, you guys got to go check out RN's point of view. It's a fun little video. Those rants are only about 2 to 3 minutes long, man. So you get them in, give us some feedback on how we can improve them, and then what topics you guys would like to see RN pop off on next. Hey, RN, we hit 100 subscribers, or well, not subscribers, but followers on Twitch, man.
Nice.
We did it. We set a goal for October 31st. We're only a little over a month late, but we did.
Who's the lucky fucker?
It was JJ, I want to say. The name was up, but it disappeared. Damn it, I had it. I should have wrote it down. But anyways, yeah. I think it was. Let's just say it was JJ, one of our loyal fans. And but yeah, man, we hit 100. Thank you guys very much. Let's keep the train rolling. Head on over to twitch.tv/SmackedRaw if you're not watching this live, and give us a follow, man. You'll catch all of our live streams. I'm over there gaming. Lately, I've been playing Borderlands 3. That's
nice.
Been a lot of fun. Me and RN, we got to link up, like we said.
Yeah.
Start
sure.
playing together. How far into that game are you? You must be a ways in, because I'm like right in the beginning.
No, I started over. I'm literally right at the very beginning now too. Like I started over with a new character. I got the chick with the tank fucking special.
I was close, man. I picked the hunter, the robot hunter. Like he has like companions and stuff.
As long as I've had this game, like I've never played with her. Like it's the only character I've never actually played with and used. So like I'm kind of pumped going back and kind of see what she does, like how to use the mech suit she got technically or whatever. So
oh yeah, man. Okay, there you go. Another reason to tune in. Me and RN gonna team up Borderlands 3 over on Twitch. Lastly, if you guys want to support the show, head on over to patreon.com/SmackDrawPodcast or paypal.me/SmackedRaw. You guys can financially donate to us. We really appreciate it. It all goes back into the show. So we're really, really happy with you guys helping out. But let's get down to this week, man. This week, we got a lot of stuff coming up. The latest, we're going to kick it off with the Jeff Hardy stuff, but I'm gonna let you all know what else we got going on. Jeff Hardy was recently sent home, I think yesterday or the night before, from the house show circuit. Our Edge and Miz, a direct response to the MJF and CM Punk feud that we have over on AEW. RN and I give our thoughts on where NXT 2.0 is currently at, and maybe some insight on the trajectory to where it's going. We asked the question, why are fans slowly turning on Cody? I'm one of them. I've turned. I guess it's a good time to self-reflect, figure out why. Why have I turned on Cody? The big one in the title, are Kyle O'Reilly and Johnny Gargano done with NXT? And Bama wants us to look into something too. We'll do a little bit of live research. Apparently crowds at WWE shows are being told to sit down and be quiet. And,
well, I was going to say, I saw that. I'm actually going to a show at the end of January, so I'll definitely be able to see if that's real or not.
If that's a thing, yeah. And then lastly, we'll preview tonight's NXT. This is going to be a big one. This is, of course, following War Games. And then also, of course, our match of the week, promo of the week, and clip of the week. And we will cover our pinned tweet. So, yeah, a lot on the plate. Let's start off with Jeff Hardy, man. Did you see this already? He was sent home.
Yeah.
Did you see the videos?
Yeah. And I hope it's not his addiction stuff. I know I always talk shit and like go in on Jeff Hardy, and a lot of it is tongue in cheek, but some of it is just because of things like this, how he keeps coming back from these type of situations. I hope it's not the drugs. Like, I hope he just had literally, like they said, just a rough night and he was over it. And sometimes you do just like we all have jobs. We all have days at work where we're just like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not doing this.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone leaves work early or something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping it's just that.
I'm going to run the video really quick, Ara, and I know you can't see it on your end. It's 40 seconds, but this is fan footage of Jeff Hardy abandoning his tag match, and you can see him exit through the crowd. I'm going to go ahead and run it right now. All right, so we see Jeff Hardy makes the hot tag. Drew McIntyre. McIntyre comes in, laying Bloodline out. Lays out Jimmy. Lays out Roman. Jeff rolls under the bottom rope and stumbles his way, or staggers. I'm not going to say staggers. Staggers his way to a live audience, and just he's gone. You can see security following him. At this point, the match is over. Drew McIntyre, I think it's Kofi Kingston. Yeah, Kofi. Or not Kofi, excuse me, Xavier Woods. And they're celebrating, wondering where Jeff is.
Right.
Yeah, so I saw another video that I kind of wish I had prepared to show this too, because this doesn't really show too much other than the action. When he came out, he looked slow, but he didn't look like incoherent. This wasn't like Victory Road with Sting. The dude looked like he was about to shit himself. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he was clutching his stomach. He was moving very gingerly and slowly. As someone who just got over a stomach bug not too long ago, that was the body language of a man that was trying not to poop himself.
I was gonna say that it did. Like I said, that's why I was like, I hope it's not drugs. But it literally just looked like he just was sick. Like, yeah, it looked like he had bubble guts, and like you said, like one wrong movement, and it was erupting out the backside.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe that was the exit. Maybe there was the eruption, and it was time to go.
That's what I'm saying. Like I said, I know I talk shit about Jeff Hardy, but like, I don't wish addiction. Like, it is a disease.
Yeah.
And I don't wish that upon anybody. So hopefully it's not. He didn't relapse or go back on any of that. Hopefully it was just a shitty night at the office. All puns intended.
Now I will say this. That it is odd. I think we're 48 hours removed from the incident, and we haven't got any like update or word. You know. So yeah, I'm wondering.
That's why I think it is just that. Because if it was anything else, like, we don't, these releases, anything like that, some leak fucking happens, and we find out about it.
I want to say, like, didn't WWE themselves announce like his wellness violation in the past, or no? I'm trying to think if WWE's ever acknowledged like any type of wellness violations.
Maybe not the last one, but the first two, yeah.
Let's see.
Or maybe I got that backwards. Maybe not the first two, but the last one that he had, like, what was it, like 2 years ago?
Let's see here. So, just a quick Google search. Fightful Sports Kingdom. I'm trying to find something that comes straight from WWE's mouth. Nothing really pops up. It's all the news sites that come up. I wonder if they've ever done that. I wonder if they've ever been like, hey, this is our guy. He screwed up. He's suspended for so long. UFC does that. Anytime a guy gets popped, or not so much recently, but in the past, they'd announce like someone gets popped in there, like, you know, the 1 to 2 year suspension.
See, now I think, I don't think WWE's ever really, I don't think it's ever really came from them officially. I think it's always been like something leaked.
Okay, so Bama is saying in the chat that Matt Hardy tweeted out that Jeff is home, he's okay, and thanks for the support. Yeah, I think this is just a case of he went home sick, man.
Right.
You know. Yeah, hopefully it's nothing too serious.
That's what I'm saying. Like, any serious stuff like that, they're normally quick to jump ahead of stuff and get it out there before someone does leak it and embarrass the wrestler or themselves. So, like, that's why I think it is just like I said, he just had a shitty night at the office.
No pun intended. Oh man.
No pun intended.
Let's go back over to sticking with WWE here and the live crowds. Bama says, and I saw somebody else on Twitter, I think it was Marie Shadows, friend of the show, say that it's being reported by the fans that at live shows they're being told to sit and be quiet, or at the very least to sit down, not stand up and cheer. Let me see. I told Bama I'm going to do a little bit of research here. Tell fans to sit down. Because off the top of my head, this sounds like I would think to discourage people like obstructing view of like smaller fans behind them.
Or maybe like the hard camera or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Something like I guess. I don't know. Because they do record a lot of those they clearly record those house shows. So
yeah, exactly. Let's see. I think I want to say that Bama was at a show that had happened. Let me see here. So I'm looking to see if this is being reported by like any dirt sheets, and nothing's popping up in Google. WWE tell fans to sit down. All it is it's all the virtual stuff, like where they were telling like virtual fans to like clap or to like thumbs down, how they were trying to control the reactions of the fans.
Yeah.
WWE, man, they got to have that absolute control, of their fans' reactions.
I don't even know why this is surprising. I mean, I wish a motherfucker would, when especially the price, because I think it was close to $200 for those 2 tickets, and we're not even like front row, like the U.S. Bank Arena or whatever. I don't know what they call it now, but it's the side, like right up from the floor, like halfway up, are awesome seats where you can see everything. And I'm like, I wish somebody would come up there and tell me I need to sit down or be quiet. I'd literally tell them what they can put in their mouth.
Let's see here. I'm looking at Marie's Twitter because I remember it was her Twitter that I saw. She was the first person I saw say something about it, and then Bama hit us up in the chat, said the same thing. Because the only other logical thing, and I don't even know if it's really logical, it's just one of the first things that pops into my head, is to like, would it be like any like health reason? Like, don't want people like shouting and like accidentally spitting on each other?
I mean, if it was like the entryway or something like that, I could understand that more. Like as the wrestlers are coming down to the ring, like if that was the reason, I could kind of understand that. Like,
okay. So,
but other like up in the stands, like no, I'm still trying to figure out where.
Yeah, so Bama says, I know it was done in Louisville where he was, and the crowd in Memphis last night was said that the floor seats were told to sit down where the lower levels were not. That strikes me as you're trying not to obstruct the view of other fans.
Right.
Because I do know, speaking as a 6'3" guy, I know whenever I'm on an equal field with anybody at an event, when I'm standing, the people behind me are having a bad time.
Right.
So that strikes me as they're trying to not have people obstruct the view. I imagine like standing up and cheering during like big spots would be fine, but maybe they definitely
do that on the floor for sure. Like I've been on the floor with my son and his cousin, and I had one of them on my shoulder, and we were probably like right in the middle, and they did come down and say, hey, you can't do that because your people behind you can't see. But I've never really heard of them doing it like up in the stands.
Yeah, and what Bama's saying is it's not happening in the stands. See, I haven't really known anything outside of just like one tweet and then what Bama said. So we're learning about this live.
I've had it happen to me on the floor before. Like I have had that happen.
Yeah, so I mean, they probably just don't want people standing the whole show, blocking the view of the people behind them. That makes sense.
Right.
Especially because, I mean, considering a large part of their fan base is children.
And that shit ain't like, I understand when they stand and stuff like that, I get it, but it can't be comfortable to stand the whole time. Like there's literally nowhere to go, and you're like on top of each other anyway, even in the seat. So it's like, why would you want to stand up? Like,
yeah. That's probably all it is.
Right. And that arena too in Louisville, like I know what that arena is like. So like I that makes sense now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go. There's our investigative journalism right there.
I've been to SmackDown there 2 or 3 times. Granted, it was fucking 10 years ago, but I have been to SmackDown there a couple times.
Oh man. So, all right. So there's that. Let's talk about one more thing, and then we'll get into like some of the clips and promo matches of the week. You think the MJF and CM Punk stuff has inspired the current story between the Miz and Edge?
Absolutely.
You think so?
Yeah. Why would it not be?
Yeah, I mean, they referenced them directly. Like, they reference the shit out of them, and then they're also doing the same like work shoot style like as the story basis goes. I'm not gonna lie. I guess I'll get this out of the way, even though last night's Raw was technically part of our next episode's rewind, since it still already happened. I'm gonna give last night's promo between the Miz and Edge my personal promo of the week. I'm not gonna lie, I really liked it. I like the work shoot style stuff. Blurred.
I thought that was for next week, so I didn't. That's why I didn't.
Oh
include.
Man, screw it. It's already happened. You know.
Yeah. No, like I said, like that was one of the reasons why I put that as like one of the talking points, because, like you said, they've all mentioned each other. They didn't start. WWE didn't pull theirs out until they saw what MJF and them did, and Miz was probably chomping at the fucking bit after they said his name. Like, all right, well now we got to do something. Miz, like I think this has Miz written all over it, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, I think the Miz personally killed it.
With absolutely.
His stuff. The talk, he was able to link together that Edge showing compassion last week, and then link it to like the incident where he was locked out of the locker room and hazed back in like 2006, and really whirl it all together. I'm a huge Miz fan. I think it happened during his feud with Dolph Ziggler when Dolph was putting his career on the line. I took notice and was like, this guy is he's transcended this business at this point.
He lost me with the Big E stuff when he did the we did it to ourselves type deal, that when him and Big E had all that stuff.
I remember.
So he lost me on that, but like at the core, I'm a Miz fan, because he's literally the American dream as far as being a wrestling fan. Like, he's done everything, but his dream was to be a fucking wrestler, and he made it happen. He got a smoking ass wife out of it, and he's pretty much WWE's mouthpiece outside of the company. Like Miz, he does not get enough respect for his career that he's had and the career that he's probably gonna have. Like I said, he's been champ this year. It was a dickhead run, but I mean, he was still champ this year. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, besides if he hadn't lost me on that, like, I personally love Miz, because I think that he is the quintessential case of making something out of nothing. Like,
he's the only tough enough winner to ever go on and win the WWE Championship.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy. Another thing too is going back to like being a response to the MJF and CM Punk story. I'm not. A lot of people I've noticed, and I mean, if you spend too long on time, you let other people's opinions really dilute each other. But I will say this: I'm really not in the boat that Miz and Edge is just like the light version of CM Punk and MJF. Like, no, I appreciate both stories. I know people can't help but compare them. I'm one of those people. I'm always going to compare stuff. I mean, to act like one doesn't exist is silly, and there's such similar parallels to the two stories.
That's almost. How could you not compare when you have the mouthpiece and the biggest villain in both companies, which is MJF and Miz? Let's just call a spade a spade.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because Roman isn't at the same time. But Miz has been the biggest heel in this company for past, 5, 6, 7 years, at least.
Yeah. People love him, and he can get them to boo him almost any time.
Exactly.
Anytime. Yeah.
Same for MJF, nuclear heat. And then you got two older veterans coming back who've always been dope on the mic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's too many parallels for not. My thing, that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to compare them. Like,
you're capitalizing on a hot moment. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
You don't look at an opportunity and go, well, it's kind of similar to what someone else is doing. Like, no, it's like, look, it's hot. It's what people are talking about.
We always give this is the thing too, like how toxic the fucking internet is. Like, we give WWE shit for not doing things. And then when they do those things, we say, you're just copying AEW. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what? Like, yeah, man. They finally listened, took the temperature in the fucking room, and did something with it, and we're shitting on them. Like, it's like they're damned if they do, they're damned if they don't. Like, no, and that's another reason why I like it, because it did show that at least somebody's fucking paying attention over there, and Vince is here like, hey, look what they're doing with fucking CM Punk and MJF. We have our own version, and CM Punk even brought our MJF's name up on their fucking TV.
Oh yeah, let's do something. Talk about perfect timing for the Miz to come back too. You know, after so long not on screen, man.
The next week after they said his fucking name, he's on TV popping up. Like that's WWE finally, someone over there reading the room and taking the temperature of the business, and like, fuck, he just said fucking Miz's name. Let's get his ass out there immediately. Like, it's not hard.
Bama replies. He says, Edge picking Seth and Miz is not an accident for sure. You guys are right. Damn straight. Edge is passing his physical and verbal torches to them. It's so good for the long term. Yeah, you know, not going to lie, though. The Miz is in the twilight of his career, I think.
I don't think he is. And the reason, like, I've heard someone else say that too. The reason why I don't think he is because he hasn't really had a lot of matches. There's not a lot of wear and tear on his body.
Yeah, I mean, he's only had that one injury that he got from
just now. Then he came back and did dancing. He came back and did fucking Dancing with the Stars after he tore his knee up.
Yeah, right. Talk about a response. I think what they're doing is they're saving. They're keeping him away from the Intercontinental Championship. There's no way WWE isn't aware that, and I've gone on record for over 2 years now. I've been going on record willing this into existence. The Miz is less than a 1 month title reign away with that IC title for holding it more combined days than any other wrestler on the planet. And
you don't think they want to do that like at WrestleMania or something?
Like, I was thinking that it'd be part of like his retirement run is what they would do, because you know winning it isn't going to get the accolade, excuse me.
Right.
He's got to hold it for like at least a month. But yeah, they'll time it right. They'll time it to where it's like they'll probably.
Like you said, I don't think it's the end for him. I think this is going to be like a second act, like because he does. Like I said, he didn't start till late. That's another thing too.
Yeah, how old is he? He's in his 40s, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I mean, not saying he's going to have like a fucking 3 match a week like Daniel Bryan's doing now, shit. But like a match once a month or so on Raw and everything like that. Like I don't see that with that. I don't see that. I know he can go probably another 5 or 6 years, maybe even more than that, because he can talk so well and because he doesn't have the bump card like most people his age does.
Bama says he should get 2 more reigns to also break Jericho's record of the total times holding the belt. Let me look into that because I thought he was tying it on his next reign as well. Yeah, he's 41, man. That's pretty. You know, you can stretch out another 5 years.
Right.
Keep it.
And like I said, he didn't start wrestling until fucking what? His had to be early 30s.
I mean, hold on, no, because he's been around. No, he's been around now for what, like 15, 16 years. So he was in his mid-20s. He just didn't really blow up until he was in his 30s. He was just that reality star for those first like 5-6 years.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's 5-6 years of not really taking any real bumps.
Yeah,
not really wrestling a crazy schedule.
Now I want to look into this. What Bama said as far as the records go for the Intercontinental Championship. While I'm looking this up, did you get a chance? Did you check out the Wheel of Wrestling, the All Stars?
No, I did not.
No, it was good, man. It was good. TC1 though. TC1.
I did. I listened to their show today and saw the ridicule they was giving Reek.
Yeah. Let's see here. So, let's see. Where are you, Chris Jericho? Chris Jericho. Here we go. Just need to find you once. Now we're down to Triple H. So we're not too far off. Jeff Jarrett, D'Lo. We're getting there. There's go. Chris Jericho. He has. Oh shit. Where's the columns for the title? Days, reign. No, I'm looking for the records, man. This is just the Wikipedia of like the lineage. Which, god dang, man. You know, Nakamura, 180th Intercontinental reign. So he's not like the 180th champion, but the current holder, he's the 180th. Interesting. Here we go. Let's see. Rank wrestlers. Number of reigns. Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking for. So let's see here. Shinsuke's the current one. Where are you? He needs 2 more reigns to beat Jericho's record. I see that, man. I'm just trying to look it up myself. Let's see. Where are you, Chris Jericho? Why didn't they put this in order of like... Okay, so The Miz has 8 reigns. Yeah, okay, here we go. Oh, they did have it actually in a certain order. 8 reigns and 592 days recognized by WWE. Second to Pedro Morales' 617. So yeah, 25 more days with that belt to match and then surpass. Yeah, and Chris Jericho's got 9. So yeah, sorry, Bama. No, he only needs 1 more reign. Yeah, he's 8 compared to Jericho's 9. So he needs to break.
Everything.
Oh yeah, his argument's to break, not tie. Yeah, duh. I'm stupid. It's that dumb brain I got. But damn, man, that's just such a cool record, man. Combined days. Is there anyone even close to that that's active? Because you have the Miz in second place, Don Morocco third, Honky Tonk Man, Tito or Tito Santana. Who's the closest person that is active?
It's probably going to be none of them. It'd probably be Jericho.
Technically not active, but part of the product. Wade Barrett in 11th place. Surprise! I didn't know he had the IC title this long, but 390. Ziggler. So Ziggler all the way down in 12th place, 363 days. So over 200 days less than the Miz.
Right.
He would need one hell of a run. With that belt. It ain't happening, man. Although you never know. WWE likes to forget about that belt often. You know? They just throw it on somebody and then forget about it.
Like they're doing right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I keep forgetting that shit's because even the IC champ.
Yeah, man. Hey, let's get into the clip of the week and then we'll rattle off our match and your promo. I got a clip of the week. I didn't find anything. So this is kind of a cheat here. So over at WrestleCade, I had this sent to us by a big fan of the show. This guy's always supporting us, Hillbilly Heel, on Twitter. He sent me a whole bunch of clips. I just combined them all because it runs only for like a minute. WrestleCade held an event. The fun thing about this was it's not highlighting really any indie wrestlers. It's just an indie event, but it saw Buddy Murphy and Tommy End, or Malachi Black, take on each other, and then Thunder Rosa was part of a triple threat. Check this out.
No, they had some indie matches like to start off. I watched like the first like hour of it. I haven't got to finish it. There were some indie guys on there on the card. It was like a 4-hour card.
Yeah, man. I didn't get a chance to see it, but like I said, yeah, he sent me this. He was like, I don't know if this qualifies, and I was like, well, I've been struggling to get one. Malachi boots him off the ring there. These two, Buddy Murphy and Malachi, they jeez, man, there's magic in the ring. Yeah, this crowd.
I'm still tripping how anyone ever thought that Buddy Murphy was a cruiser.
Black Mass. is Thunder Rose. Who's that?
Yeah.
It is? I recognize, I want to say her, but yeah. So that's cool, man. Thank you, Hillbilly Hill, for sending us that clip. If you guys ever see any good highlights of the indie wrestling, please DM it to us, or you can email us.
Yep.
Over on Twitter at SmackDrawPod. Yeah, just link up with us. Send us your clips, man. We'll feature them on the show. RN, I gave my promo of the week. What's yours?
Mine's just LA Knights. That promo he cut in the locker room right before War Games. I don't know if it was NXT last week or if it was right before War Games, but they were talking about the advantage. Like that promo was fucking fire.
Oh yeah, man. He was talking about how the new crop was has never had to feel the fear in them,
right?
Where these guys are all kind of accustomed to it and know how to deal with it. Yeah, it was a good point, man. It is a good point. I like it. It blends realism because, I mean, you talk to any professional fighter, no matter how calm they look, they tell you, man, it is like scary as shit to walk out there and get in a fight, and it's how you deal with that fear, you know. Is what it is.
And they say when you don't have that fear anymore. Yeah, they say when you don't have that fear anymore, it's time to hang it up.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. I'll kick us off my match of the week. My match of the week, surprising one here. I'm not gonna lie, I saw it get a lot of shade. I actually really liked it. Was the women's War Game match. I thought it told a really good story. Now, granted, the first half was pretty sloppy, but Cora Jade woke that crowd up with that crazy senton.
She almost fucking died. That's why she woke it up.
But between that, Io Shirai, popping her shoulder back in socket mid-match. Man, I loved it. I loved that the whole War Games match was to get over Cora Jade. And I thought it was done very well. Like I said, the match itself, from a technical standpoint, wasn't perfect, but by the end, I was really happy. I was really happy. I will say this: my biggest criticism of both War Games matches was both of their finishes were kind of
half-assed,
or underwhelming. Like just the pin itself was weird.
Well, I didn't like it was too many weapons in both matches. I think Bully Ray said it too. Like you could have did. There's a hell of a things you could have did to just set it up around that table spot to where you still get her over, without all the nonsense with the fucking kendo sticks. I am so fucking sick of kendo sticks and matches. Like it's literally it's so damn dumb. It makes no sense, and no one's really sells it. No one's busted open by it anymore. Like they make no damn sense. Like I just stop using them.
Is the kendo stick the weakest? Of all the professional wrestling weapons?
Yeah, by far.
I'm trying to think of something that might be weaker. Like
when they get the fake chain and punch people with it?
No, because that'll end matches. You never see a match end via kendo stick. I'm trying to think of other ones that never lead to ends. Like you never see like a trash can lid or a trash can lead to a finish, but you do see some pretty cool spots. Usually the innovative spots with kendo sticks are pretty lame. Like Bailey trying to tape them together or ask the ref to help her tape some kendo sticks together during the cell match. What else never worked? Fire extinguisher. Although that actually might lead to finishes because that can get people like blinded and distracted. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm just done. Kendo sticks can go forever, literally forever.
They really can at this point, man. They've
because that's the one weapon you can hit somebody in the head with and not make it a concussion, and they never do. Like,
no, man.
That's the one thing. If you cut that right, that thing will just split apart. It's not gonna knock anybody the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? But you can at least get a good visual from it, and that's the one thing they don't do with it. Like, I don't. Yeah, I'm over it.
What's your match of the week?
The NXT Tag Team Title match with Imperium and White Khali and Roderick Strong.
Yo, Eichner is. Oh, wait.
I mean, not Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly.
Okay, I was like, yeah, you confuse the shit out of me.
He's so boring. He throws me off. Sorry.
Yo, Eichner is secretly working both AEW and NXT. I'm telling you, that is Ray Phoenix under the mask. That dude Such a crazy high flyer, man.
And the strength, like him like picking up. Why is it doing this? Are you fucking kidding me?
Your internet messing up? I saw that you froze a couple times. Yeah, I think he might be. No, the match between Imperium, Kyle O'Reilly, and Von Wagner, fantastic match. Easily could be anybody's match of the week for sure. Hopefully RN gets back in here soon. We'll see what happens. He joins as a third person.
I don't know why it does that. Like, get the Jesus Christ.
Do I have to boot the other one? I can't remember how this works.
Thought you did, yeah.
Okay, hold on. All right, so I'm booting. There we go. Okay, we're back.
Right, it hasn't done that forever. I don't know.
It was bound to happen, man. We've been doing good. It's bound to happen. Oh man. Oh yeah, no, you're not wrong with that tag match. That junk was insane. I just want
Walter to get here because they don't like. They're never gonna get with they're never gonna get with the props and everything that they need because the English barrier and all that, and like they just aren't. They need Walter here so you can get the full effect of what Imperium is.
Bama says you look like you drank something very cold. I'm assuming he's talking about your frozen image that you had.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what is with this Von Wagner fella though? I'm not gonna lie. You know what? You know what's funny is my favorite thing he's done was just standing in the office on SmackDown. Like he looked imposing standing there while other people talk. Seeing him in the ring though, that has got to be the blandest giant.
Just generic. Everything about his tights are generic. His gear, like literally everything about him is about as bland and generic as it can get.
Yeah, does he? Now, like I said, I really only tune into NXT for the big shows. Although I did watch like last week's, most of the week prior. So it's not like I'm actually like skipping episodes, but sometimes
Right.
like I'm doing something here, I have NXT on over here, so it doesn't have my full attention.
Right.
Bama says he's muscular. He's over 6'5". That's all Vince cares about. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's good for at least a 2-year contract. Like, if you can be 6'5" and in good shape, man, they'll sign you for at least 2 years. See if they can make something out of you.
I just don't see it. Like like I said, he's white Khali to me. Like he looks like Great Khali. He's just a white man, and like there's nothing good. Like at least the other guys, the other big guys, they at least have something. Some of them are good on the mic. Some of them have an explosive movesets. Some of them's dads are their legacy guys. Like they have something. Like he literally has nothing that makes him stand out.
He looks like one of your first opponents in like career mode in like WWE 2K. Like a Baron Blade or something. Yeah. Although Baron Blade became something. Apparently over years, I didn't really play 2K20, but apparently he became a big thing there. Other than that, it was really odd the pairing of him and Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah. And then them breaking him up like that.
And he's turning on. I mean, dude, look how awkward they were. They were so awkward out there. Like their entrance, nothing between those two guys clicks. Nothing clicked for them. And then, I don't know, man. Kyle, obviously, he dodged the attack too. Like, how often does that happen? Especially with a guy that's supposedly on the way out. Dodged the attack, threw up the undisputed symbol, and then started crotch shopping, man, like a star. Fuck yeah, Kyle.
Not for me.
Not for you, though. Not for you. Let's see, man. I mean, sticking with AEW or NXT here. Where do you think they're going, man? You think they're starting to find their stride, or you think there's little to no hope for this current format?
It's not that it's little to no hope for it. It's just we have to temper our expectations and bring it down to what it is. It's developmental. It really is developmental now. There aren't any guys with 10, 15 years experience except for the guys that lost last night, so I doubt we'll be seeing much of them.
Handsome Kyle just joined the chat. Hey, Apron Bump.
What's up, bro? Like, I don't see what I don't like. Maybe Pete Dunne, because he is the only one that's actually that's not 30 something.
So that's the thing about that, though, is that let's take the men's war game match that we saw, right? What was the most entertaining part about that? It was Black and Gold. Black and Gold were on fire. That whole match, man, all of them, all 4 members, none of them really felt inconsequential.
No.
And then you took 2.0's team, maybe outside of Braun Breaker, and dude, if that wasn't the blandest, like it was like Nexus 2.0, if that, man.
See, I didn't see it that way. Like, I actually liked what they did, but my thing is we don't know who these people are. So it's hard, and they just got beef 2 weeks ago. So it's hard to feel anything. It's hard to feel anything for the 2.0 guys because of who they were going against. They were literally going against the 2 guys whose feud built NXT, and Ciampa and Gargano. Then our Gargano is literally the fucking heart and soul we've all been saying
got
for
Rebel
the past
Heart
4
too,
years.
That intro.
Right.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
All
like, bro, like it was doomed for 2.0 in this match. It was doomed for, and then Braun Breaker coming out. He's not ready. Like, how much more do people need to see to understand it's not him? He's not ready yet. They really, because Carmelo's better on the mic and in the ring to me than any of them that were in that thing. He's the one you can see that could be a star, but he's not 6 foot. So who knows what the fuck's going to happen? But he is the A champion. He is the leader of the new school. It is not Braun Breaker. Like, I don't know, like, what more do people need to see?
Yeah, I mean, match-wise, I'm not going to lie. My memory really only favors Black and Gold. Like, anything that the young guys were doing, like, my memory's already wiped it. I remember telling myself, I was like, God, I feel like such an old man cheering for like the old guys to beat up all the young guys. I was like, if there's anything that ever made me feel old, I was like, oh man, I just you can't hate on Black and Gold, and to be honest, it doesn't even feel like 2.0 got a victory they could brag about, because they got their asses whooped the whole match and then snuck out like a pin. It was one of the most cliche WWE finishes. It might as well have been a roll up. You know what I mean?
Well, my thing is too with it too is like everyone knew what Braun Breaker was going to do, and that's how it was going to go. But like, he came in, he got hot, and then he got his ass whooped. It was like he didn't come in and like just destroy shit. Like, he literally came in, did a couple suplexes, and then they whooped his ass too. It's like no, well, like, what are you doing? Like, I thought that was your guy. It just felt so disconjointed. Like, both the War Games matches. So, like, I agree with Cora Jade or whatever, but like, the heels should have won that.
Yeah,
and like the teams,
I thought Toxic Attraction should have taken it too.
Yeah. And just the teams in general make no fucking sense. Like, half these guys there's 1 or 2 guys on both teams that should not have been on those teams. Like, they just shouldn't have been. And then you turned Waller heel, a week or 2 before the pay-per-view?
Yeah, because wasn't he face at Halloween Havoc?
Yeah,
like,
he was
mocking LA Knight, dressed up as the vampire, stole his hosting duties, all that stuff.
Right.
All that classic baby face heat, stealing another man's job, you know?
And then on top of that, I mean, I know LA Knight's been there before, but technically he's one of the new school guys. Like, he hasn't been back. He hasn't been back long enough to be a old school Black and Gold guy. He's literally started a couple months before them. Like, it's like,
he feels like he doesn't belong in either. He feels like he belongs in main roster over on Raw or SmackDown because, like you said he wasn't really long enough around to claim like the Black and Gold status, but he also is a lot older than the 2.0 stars that they're trying to create. You know, you are starting to see like this. I was like, as much as we don't like, as much as resistant as we are going into 2.0, we also are like, okay, we accept it for what it is. And once you're right there, like, you see a guy in his, like, I want to say LA Knight's in his 40s, like, if not just shy of 40.
Yeah, he has to be like late 30s, early 40s for sure.
And that makes him stand out like a sore thumb because everybody is so fresh-faced on that 2.0 roster. Like, everybody still got their fucking baby fat on their face, man.
Yeah.
Like Braun Breaker, as masculine and manly as that dude looks, he still looks like a baby. Like, I don't know how he can look such like a baby and grizzled at the same time.
Because he looks like his uncle who's grizzled. I mean,
I know. He's a Steiner at the end of the day now.
Oh, he's definitely a fucking
Even when
Steiner.
the Steiners were young, they were still like fucking men, like.
Yeah, and that's my thing too. Like, it's not, I know everybody always says I'm hating on him. I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying he's not ready for the position that he's put in.
So as they phase out all these black and gold people, as the story was told by War Games, we're left with 2.0. And with what we have with 2.0 is definitely going to be for a different audience than what we're accustomed to. It is for people, it's for the same people that were tuning in on the network to watch Breaking Ground. It is like, it goes beyond your love of like the in-ring product and more into your curiosity of seeing who might be next. On the big stage, because on Breaking Ground was terrific for that. I never watched it, but from what I gather, man, you saw the Four Horsewomen, you saw a whole bunch of major stars currently, and they were on Breaking Grounds, on the network. So, it's weird for it to have a. I'm sorry, I don't mean this is my last part. It's weird for it to have a TV spot. It feels like it should be a network exclusive, not cable television.
That's my biggest issue with it is like, okay, we get it. This is your direction now. It's developmental. Then why the fuck does it have a 2-hour show on primetime TV? Yeah, like they're not getting to develop. You're not getting to develop. You're throwing them to the fucking sharks. We're getting to see all their mistakes. We get to see how green they are. We get to see how not ready they are. And then these are the people you want us to get behind. Like that's the disconnect. Like, I don't understand like what they were thinking with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm right there with you. So we'll see. I guess that's kind of our thoughts on 2.0. It's not necessarily that it's bad. It is just it is changed. It is not the most NXT thing about it is they just kept the name NXT.
That's the only thing about it that's NXT is the name.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty good, man. Let's stick, man. I mean, we're just rolling with NXT. Let's keep it going, man. At War Games, we saw, if anyone paying attention to the dirt sheets, Kyle O'Reilly's contract's coming up soon. I think Johnny Gargano, his contract might be done. I heard he got an extension just to get to War Games. Right. Kyle O'Reilly has a a cage match with Von Wagner tonight. To signify their split. And then Johnny Gargano, after War Games went off air, cut a promo thanking everybody and saying that there's a lot of speculation about his future and to tune in Tuesday where he will address the crowd of his future. You think these guys are out? What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah, a cage match is an awesome way to end something. And that's normally how you did a blow off when you were leaving the territory. Was a cage match.
What gets me is Johnny Gargano. Like, I see Kyle O'Reilly gone. Johnny Gargano, when's the last time that a guy told the company, I'm not re-signing and most likely I'm going to go to your competition, to be honest. And they're like, okay, cool. Let's let you cut a promo. Hey, hold on real quick. I'm pretty sure my kid fell. Hold on.
Yeah, so no, like I understand that too. Like I just don't see how you can do anything with Johnny Gargano. He is NXT. Whether you're changing the name of it or moving forward or anything, whatever the hell it is, like you need Johnny Gargano there to be a part of it. And like you said, I don't know about them doing a promo for him. Like that's what I'm thinking too. Like he may be back, but who knows?
Oh, there we go. Oh, I thought I unmuted my mic. Hold on one second. Sorry, kids are asking for drinks now. I got a solid 50 minutes. I got Or actually 1 hour. I got 1
Yeah,
hour.
we got an hour out of it. I'm
kids,
impressed,
man. Good kids.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, if you guys didn't know, if you're listening, I'm trusting my 6-year-old and a 3-year-old to sit on the couch and watch TV, and I feel like they finally had enough. But I'm sorry. So my thing was about the Johnny Gargano promo is one of two things. If they're being genuine, then he's gonna. You know what? I'm oftentimes wrong, so I'll accept it if I'm wrong. But I feel like if they're being genuine with his promo, he's gonna pull a Wolf of Wall Street and say he's not going anywhere, right, and that he truly is NXT for life. Or B, they're going to do an angle where somebody jumps him.
Yep.
You know, and he puts over a young kid. The Dudley Boys come to mind. They were doing their retirement or whatever, and then I think Ascension came out and like put him through some tables or something. Maybe.
I think it's going to be Carmella that takes him out tonight.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bama says, does Johnny have any chance on the main roster? No. No, he doesn't. He is an indie darling through and through. He's one of the last like indie guys on NXT. Like they're not going to do crap with him on the main roster. I think he doesn't have much room on AEW either, which leaves Impact. I mean, it doesn't really necessarily, you know, assuming the stupid variant of COVID doesn't shut the world down again. I could see him in New Japan.
That's where I want him to go.
Yeah,
like,
all these guys keep saying New Japan.
Yeah, they keep saying AEW, like, fuck all that. A lot of these guys, they had their most success and got hopping and got popping in New Japan. It wasn't anywhere else. It was even Red Dragon. Like, yeah, Ring of Honor is kind of like where they got famous and got the ball rolling, but their matches they had in Japan are what really put them on the map. And let me see him in the Johnny Gargano in Japan. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Takahashi and fucking Johnny Gargano fire.
Who's that's Time Bomb, right?
Yep.
Who guys like had his neck broken, almost died and came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. No, yeah, send him over to New Japan for sure. You know what? I think that's pretty good. This whole thing like why are fans turning on Cody? We can save that for another time. We'll see if they really are. We'll give that another week to breathe. And then let's end tonight, man. NXT Preview is coming on in an hour. Let's go ahead and let me pull up, see if WWE has anything on NXT. Preview for tonight. Let's see, December 7th, right? Yeah. Okay, here we go. From WWE.com. Let's take it right from theirs. Johnny Gargano tells the NXT universe everything he has had on his mind lately. Kyle O'Reilly traps Von Wagner inside a steel cage in an attempt to dish out some payback for a shocking betrayal. What payback? He didn't even hit him. Santos Escobar handles La Familia's business by taking on Zion Quinn in one-on-one action, and NXT feels the fallout from an epic night of NXT War Games tonight on NXT 2.0. What do you think? You think, for one, so what we got to see what's his name, who just got shaved.
Duke.
Yeah, Duke Hudson. Got to see bald Duke. The way he was holding his hair. Tell me this dude ain't gonna pull a Kurt Angle and come out with some cheesy ass wig.
Bro, yeah, he got that Kanye cut, bro. That shit was hilarious, bro.
And
I think it's like, and that's another thing we just completely forget about. Cameron Grimes, he just plugged him right in, like nothing's even happened, like he's not even part of 2.0. Just keep it going, like that shit's crazy to me.
Yeah, he really does feel like the smoothest transition.
Yeah,
from Black Eagle to 2.0, man. Dude, glow up was real too, man. Jesus.
Yeah.
Didn't realize it was such a good looking man under that like shaggy beard.
Right.
Cora Jade's probably gonna get jumped by a Toxic Attraction. I feel like that's the story they'll build.
I want to know what they're gonna do with Kaylee Ray because she is a heel through and through. So like, how does she fit into the women's division?
Yeah. Same thing with Raquel Gonzalez. What are they going to do with her now that she's not anywhere near that title? Raquel needs to go to main.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has main roster written all over her. Now, I'm actually, you know what, to tell you the truth, I think this is the first NXT I'm truly excited for in a long time, like a weekly episode. I really am excited for Johnny Gargano and then a couple of the other things that we talked about. I really like
I'm not excited, but I'm intrigued. Like it's the most time I want to watch 2.0. Like I've never wanted to watch 2.0 more than I want to watch this show.
Yeah. We'll have to see how it turns out, man. Well, thank you guys for joining us. That's our show. Tune in next week. We should be back to our regular time slot of Sundays. We usually delay the show whenever there's a pay-per-view, so no pay-per-view this upcoming week. We should be back on Sunday, probably 9 p.m. on twitch.tv/SmackedRaw. Make sure you head on over to our Twitch channel. Follow us. Thank you guys again for helping us get to 100 followers. But yeah, man. It was a good show.
Yeah, we got it done in. Minimum interruptions from the boys.
Yeah, a lot better. I mean, granted, I can't wait to see how the house looks.
Right.
But yeah. Follow us on Twitter at SmackDrawPod, myself at The Kai Tai Show, RN, my partner here at Mr. 8984. And like always, y'all have a good one.
See y'all next week. Go make sure the house is not on fire. I'll hit you up in the chat.
Later, bro.
See you later.